In dating, usually when you talk about nice guys, you talk about guys that pretend to be nice. They do anything for a woman. They like supplicate for her. They put her on a pedestal. And the bad boys are like, they're not good either because they just do whatever they want and they don't care about her feelings at all. All they care about is themselves. So it's like, they're both not good, but which one would you prefer if you had to pick?
In that case, I don't prefer none of them. Like, I just want a real person. It doesn't matter how he looks or how he dresses, just how he is and how he treats me, and if he's real.
If you had to pick between a bad boy and a nice guy, if there was no middle ground, it's only a world full of bad boys and a world full of supplicating, needy, nice guys, which one would you pick?
Of course, nice guy. At least with a nice guy, you know, he will just do anything for you, and he's not gonna let you cry and hurt you.
He'd be doing all the crying, yes.
Doing all the crying, exactly. But a bad boy is just, that means you just crying all the time and wondering what he's doing.
Down, cheating on you.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. No, nice guy over a bad boy for sure.
Fair enough.
I don't want the guys that are so shy and say that he wants to be your best friend, and then in the party they kiss you, and it's like weird. No.
It's happened before with the guy is your friend?
Yes.
Tell us what happened.
I have a best friend like for 1 year.
A guy?
Yes. Sometimes he was like trying to kissing me when he was drunk. And then he told me that he was in love with me since the first time. And I stopped talking to him. Yeah.
So the whole time, it made you feel like that whole year was a sham, like the whole year is fake.
Yes.
Yeah, that's horrible.
No.
That's what nice guys do.
Yeah. I think.
Nice guy is gonna treat you good, but he's manipulating you. He's only treating you good so he can get validation from you.
But when you're starting a relationship, you have to let the person be who they are, not to create them how you want them to be. Because when you create them how they want to be, that's why there are so many divorces nowadays. Because those people, they wake up one day and they're saying, like, this is not me. I want my life to be different. Like, I sacrificed my life for 10 years living up to your standards. Now it's my time to live. So if you want a person next to you, you need to love it just the way it is. Like a plant, like a flower. You take care of it, not pick it from the ground. You have to take care of it, not cut it. Because when you cut it, it eventually will die. That's the same thing with the relationship. Like, you are cutting it, everything that this flower needs to bloom, and then it dies. Like, it's depressed and stressed and all kind of emotions because they're not in their natural energy.
But then the nice guy too, like, he might create a rhythm within himself, a routine, if you will, of come home, sit on the couch, watch TV, go to bed, wake up, go to work, come home. Like, it's just a consistent manner that you start to want to go out, you want to have fun, you want to be around that bad boy again, but you know it's just going to end up being pain. So, I mean, in that case, I'd still prefer the boring. I really would. It sucks, but that's a relationship topic. That's where the communication comes in. I actually have an acronym for that.
Let's hear it.
CUBS. Communication, understanding, boundaries, self-control. And if you have all four of those things, you usually have a pretty strong relationship with the partner. If both of you are doing that, if you're both communicating, if you're both understanding each other's mentalities and situations, maybe they're having to stay later at work in order to, like, put food on the table for themselves. If you guys aren't living together, that might be their situation. Their bills might be sky high while you don't have any debt.
So you don't want either the bad boy or the nice guy. What do you want?
I think a nice guy, but just if he's honest, because a bad guy that is pretending to be a nice guy, no.
Most important thing to you is honesty?
Yes.
Makes sense. So if a guy pretends to be your friend, but really he wants to kiss you, you wouldn't like that?
No.
You'd rather him be honest about it?
Yes.
And tell you that he likes you?
Yes.
So it sounds like if you're in a fun phase of your life, you want a bad guy. If you're in a more stability phase of your life, you want a nice guy.
I mean, yes and no. I think most of the women like to have a bad guy because they want to escape the reality, and also to push them, somebody to come take their hand and say, like, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. But nice guy, you are creating your life. Like, you want to have a nice guy because you want to create your life how you want to be, not to be controlled by some bad guy. And change your personality because he likes things how he likes, and you have to follow it.
Keep in mind, nice guy doesn't mean kind guy. Kind is good, but nice guy usually means, in the dating sense, usually means a guy who puts you above everything else.
So give you more attention.
Basically, he does things for you to get something from you.
Well, that's a kind of narcissist personality.
Yeah, it's a very manipulative thing.
Yeah, so then none of them are going to be good at the end.
Did you ever have a bad boy face?
No, I've definitely dated some assholes, for sure, because they were good looking. But they didn't last long because I think too highly of myself. I'm humble enough to know that I'm replaceable. I know it's a downgrade if they dump me, or if, you know, I have to dump them. I know I'm going to get an upgrade, but they can't. So I forget the word I'm looking for there, but I'm humble enough to know that I'm replaceable, but I'm cocky enough to know that they're never going to do better. I didn't really go through a huge bad boy phase, though. I always wanted someone who just treated me nice. Just be respectful, be kind, don't scream.
And so nice guys have a taking energy. They're just trying to get validation from the other person. Is that what you're saying?
Nice guys, like, in my opinion, like, means different.
Nice guys, yeah.
Nice guys,
they're
like
kind
cook,
guys.
clean, take care of you. Like,
Right,
you know,
they do that though because they're trying to get something from you. They're not doing it because out of selfishness.
nice.
They're doing it because they want your affection, your validation.
and
They're not doing it. They're not.
It's always
It's not
something to
giving.
take.
Yeah, it's not giving with no strings attached. There's always strings attached for nice guys. It's very manipulative. Kind guys, that's different. Kind is totally different than nice. Kind, they're doing it out of the kindness and goodness of their heart because they want to make you feel good.
Right.
Nice guys do things because they want to manipulate you.
But then,
They wanna-
you're talking about the narcissist personality. If the nice people,
it is.
because the nice people like will treat you well, but as soon as you say something, they will just like
Yeah.
attacking you.
They'll act really nice
It,
and not show
they will
any
just
interest in
agree
you.
Everything about you, you're ugly, you're everything. Like
They'll do that if you don't reciprocate.
right.
If eventually he makes a move and you're like, whoa, you're just a friend. You're just a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then they'll blow up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I believe like it's emotional misleading and hooking up somebody that it's not really good into energy level. Like you're playing with somebody's emotion and somebody's energy, and one day will hit you very bad. And it doesn't matter you're a nice guy that plays with somebody else's emotion. That's not nice. I will not put in as a category as a nice. If you're playing,
Yeah, it's not nice. Actually, a mean guy.
Yeah.
In a sense.
This is interesting. You see this play out in two different ways. It either turns to the bad boy, let's call him, has a lot of, this is like a hot word right now, narcissistic tendencies, right? He can be really charming. He can be very suave. He is that go-getter, that alpha guy, but he's also a user, and he will hurt you, and he will use and abuse anyone that comes in his way.
He's self-centered.
Totally self-centered, and just basically can really charm the pants off you, but not someone that's reliable, not someone that you'd want to do business with, someone, that will screw you over. And that is a person who in their childhood, for whatever reason, and maybe not even in their childhood, but some part in their life, was led to believe that they for themselves were not good enough. So they needed to impress people to basically validate for themselves that they are worth it. And so the way that they do that is that they put themselves up and put everyone else down. And so they tend to be competitive, they tend to be judgmental, they tend to basically say, look how great I am and look at how crappy everyone else is around me. So that's that alpha, jerk, the narcissistic guy that the women are attracted to at first, that he secretly does not have a lot of self-worth. He's actually secretly pretty hypersensitive, but he will never show it. And he's the one that puts himself up and everyone down. The nice guy, again, nice guy, we're talking about in quotation marks, that wants to impress and is uncomfortable with confrontation. he's also lacking from self-worth, but he's doing the opposite of what the jerk is. He's putting himself lower and everyone else above him. So he's saying, look at how much I will do for you. Look at how much I will, be great in your life. Look at how wonderful I'll make you feel. Like me, give me attention, validate me. Because that's how he's getting his self-worth, is how other people respond to him. So he'll put himself real low. He'll put himself down here and everyone else above him. And it's really the two sides of the same coin. It's two different types of reacting to a lack of self-worth inside.
Don't be a bad boy. Don't be a nice guy. Be a masculine, good guy. That's the key.